Okay, so we just finished this one, and now we're going to use the same predict function, and we're going to make predictions on our test data. So this is kind of one of the most important parts. We want to see, when we look at new data, what kind of predictions we get. So it's basically the same thing as the last time, but we're doing it with new data, or with the test data. So when we run that, of course we're just going to get another set of numbers, so it won't look so different, but let's try it anyway. So let's try it here. And then I guess we have to do this. And notice this is being written, by the way, to a variable called predict attendance. Okay, so let's look at it. So this is the new data. Now, maybe to make this a little clearer, let me explain in a different scenario why this might be interesting. So suppose I build a model to predict what's happening to the stock market based on social media input, like I analyze tweets every day and see, like I'm interested in the stock Coca-Cola, and so I analyze what's happening about Coke in social media, and then I build some kind of model that's going to make predictions about what's going to happen to the price of the Coke stock. Is it going to go up or down, for example? So first I would build the model, and that would be in terms of what we've done here. So this would be building the model, and that would be based on all the data that I've collected up until now. And then if I wanted to do this, I could maybe to judge how well the model, well, no, probably I wouldn't do this necessarily. This would be take all the past data that I have, like maybe I have data over a year, and make predictions on what I thought, what the model would say about what happened to the stock, the Coke stock. So did it go up or down, January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd? And that's what the model would predict. Not what actually happened, but what the model would predict. And that's what this would do, and it would store it in here. That may or may not be that interesting. See what the model said over the past year, not what it's going to say about tomorrow, but what it said in the past. Now it would be interesting because then I could check to see how well did the model do, because I know whether the stock went up or down as well, so I can check how well the model did compared to what actually happened. So that's what I could do with this step, for example. And then this one, the test data might be what I'd input into the model what happened today in social media, or what happened up until this morning in social media, say for the previous 24 hours. And based on that, I would try to make a prediction about what's going to happen today. So this would be the test. In this case would be the test data would be what happened today, or I'm sorry, what happened in the last 24 hours. And then I'd make a prediction, and that's what this would do. Predict, based on what happened in the last 24 hours in terms of social media, what's going to happen to the price of Coke today. Okay, so I don't know if that helps you or not. And this is the model that we built here. So remember, we built the model here based on all the data we had, and we stored it in here, and now we tell the predict function that we want it to use that model, and then check what's happening on our test data, which might be what happened in social media over the last 24 hours, and then predict about Coke price for today. Okay, I don't know if that helps you or not. Okay, let's come to the next part in the next video.